finally, the last day I left last week, I had one of two Republican candidates for sheriff on my show, Saratoga County Sheriff Mike Zurlo. What a disappointing candidate he was in terms of answers or non-answers he gave during the interview. But I'm told subsequently that the Zurlo people are claiming that Zurlo was set up on this show. Just to set the record straight, after I had Jeff Gilderstein on my show early last week, he's the other candidate, an impressive candidate, former high-level state police official, an experienced criminal investigator. After I had Jeff Gilderstein on my show, Lisa Bruno, at least a woman saying she was Lisa Bruno, who works in Senator Skelos' office for the finance committee. Lisa Bruno comes in here and says, well, you had Gildersleeve on your show. Would you put Mike Zurlo on your show? I said, well, happy to do so. And she said, okay, well, she arranged to have him come in on Wednesday. She wanted him on the show. There were no preconditions. And when Mike Zurlo came here, he seemed to be happy to be on the show. I asked him similar questions to the questions I had asked Gildersleeve. I was startled, as anyone who expects a candidate to show some respect for the public would be, to hear Zurlo say he wouldn't answer the question on why he won't debate his opponent. I was frankly shocked that the local paper endorsed Zurlo, let me take that back, that the Times-Union endorsed Mike Zurlo. Didn't even make mention, from what I could see in the editorial, the fact that he has repeatedly refused, with no good explanation, to debate his opponent. And on the show, he admitted that the only reason he joined the NRA was because he was going to run for office about 4 months ago. And someone can interpret that how they want, but that was a pretty interesting admission. He danced around and tap-danced around the question of enforcing the SAFE Act. As you see, yesterday, Governor Cuomo appeared to take a shot at Gildersleeve on the question of sheriffs who aren't interested in enforcing the SAFE Act. By the way, the governor's favorite president, Barack Obama's Justice Department, is now saying it's not going to endorse federal law on marijuana criminality in states that are allowing medical marijuana. But there's federal treaties and compacts that make that illegal. But apparently selective prosecution isn't to be tolerated when the prosecution would be for something that you agree, and if it's agree with, as the governor does, obviously, with his own so-called SAFE Act, but if it's something that you don't especially agree with, say prosecution for marijuana possession, then it's okay to look the other way. Apparently, that's the way some people think. This is Fred Dicker live at the State Capitol. We've got Bob McManus coming up. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.